We were taught since grade school that the defining factor of our belief in God is that Hashem was the one that took us out of Mitzrayim. In this week's Parshat, Parshat Behar, the Torah teaches us about the prohibition of taking interest from our fellow Jew. Right after the mention of this prohibition of charging our fellow Jew interest, the Torah says, Ani Hashem Elokeichem asher hotzesi eschem me'eretz Mitzrayim. I am Hashem your God who took you out of Mitzrayim. Rav Aaron Levine in his Sefer Hadrash V'Ha'iyun asks, what's the reason why at this moment the Torah is reminding us of Hashem being the one that took us out of Mitzrayim? Rav Aaron Levine explains that when Hashem declared that the Jewish people should go ahead and be slaves in Mitzrayim, that was a decree in heaven. So why was it that the Egyptians were punished for taking the Jews as their slaves? Rav Aaron Levine explains that the Egyptians were punished because there was a line into the parameters as to how far the Jews were supposed to be pushed as slaves. And the Egyptians took it a step further. They were too harsh to the Jewish people, and therefore they were punished and drowned in the Yam Suf. The same is true when it comes to taking interest from another person. When a Jew comes knocking on your door and begs someone to borrow money and take it a loan, they are degrading themselves as a person and humbling themselves and feel very low about having to borrow money. By someone going ahead and then charging interest to another person, they are degrading them even lower and adding on a burden to them and making them feel lower than they may feel. Therefore, the Torah is telling us that instead of charging interest to our fellow Jews, we should rather take interest into each other and feel their burdens, and rather than going ahead and charging interest for them, we should go ahead and understand the degradation they may feel when they're asking us to borrow money. Good Shabbos.